Alright guys, so what we got going on here is I'm drilling the holes for the fence posts. I made them roughly every 4 feet apart. Um, the goats are known to stand on the fence, so yeah, and plus I'm not using any kind of concrete. We're just compacting the soil, what little bit of soil we do have around these. It's very, very rocky here, so but we're getting these drilled. I actually had to drill them 3 different times because of all the rain we got over this period of doing this thing. They kept falling in and filling up. So I think I drilled them 3 different times, and then you will see me here. They're so rocky, they couldn't get everything out. They just kept falling in. But I had to use a post hole digger, a manual post hole digger, just to get the holes clean enough to put the posts in the ground. So alright, so here I am out at my firewood pile. So to get the post at the local Rural King or anywhere like that was about $800. So I decided that with all the trees I have and these firewood poles, I would just make my own. So what I'm doing here is I'm cutting these. I think they're roughly 7 or 8 feet. So I used as many of the straight firewood poles that I could get out of here, and then you'll see here I'm cutting down, and this is just one of the trees that I cut. I cut a bunch of them actually to get all these. I tried to pick some trees that were straight enough that I could get 2 or 3 or 4 poles out of it. So, and there she goes, timber, and then my saw quit there. But now you can see that these firewood poles, I'm using a draw knife to bark off. I did figure out later on it was way easier to get these off the forks and put them on a table like this. So this was super time consuming, guys. This, although I saved $800, the start of this video is April 23rd, and I'm just finishing it on June the 2nd. Now, I didn't work on it every day, obviously. We had tons and tons of rain in May, and we did, but it was very labor intensive. Draw knife in the bark off of these, and then I don't think I show it, but I coated the bottoms 2 feet up with used motor oil mixed with diesel. So alright, well, I'm back. What you don't know is I just had to quit editing and go pull porcupine quills out of Kiva's mouth because she thought it'd be cool to get into a porcupine tonight. Anyways, so here we are putting the posts in. Like I said, this is spaced out over a month. So, but anyways, we're tamping that down with a digging bar. And so we're making them plumb, but as I told you before, that it's so rocky that I cannot get the bottoms perfectly in line without re-drilling some of the holes. So the tops are in line, but the bottoms are not. So Let's just, and the camera doesn't show this, but this is super steep, guys. This is one of the steepest part of my driveways right here off the driveway. This is some of the steepest part of my driveways right here. So, and now I would have liked to use poles to make the cross members or the corner posts, the corner braces, but just in the essence of time, I use 2x4s. So, and that made life a little easier because I do not have 10, 12-inch spikes to go through these big, some of these 6 and 8-inch these poles that I put in the ground. So, and then Carrie's out here helping me with that. I think it took us like 2 or 3 days to get these up between everything else that's going on in the farm. But we did this so that we could pull the fencing without collapsing the whole thing. Obviously, there's no concrete in any of this, so I thought that this would be the best way to do this. And then I actually tied this corner post off to the tractor so I wouldn't pull it over when we put the strap to it and started pulling. Hulkamania. Oh shit. Well, this is why you can't get nothing done around here, people. So working on the fence, and heard little squeak, and Carrie's like, that sounds like a baby. I'm like, no way. She was just out walking around eating, headbutting everybody. Well, I guess we have babies. Whew. Walking up and down this hill is killing me.
Wait till you see the colors.
The colors! Wow, it's dark in here.
Come in. Go, s'mores. You're not allowed in here right now.
Oh my God, April.
Go.
Oh, jeez.
Look at that. That's not the sweetest. Yes. Go.
Holy heck, April. You haven't had babies in
probably 2 years.
Oreo is just a little stud.
Oh,
holy.
I love you, April. Hey, go.
Oh my goodness. They are up and moving.
Please don't go after her, April. Just stand there and... Adorable. Look at the all black one. Oh, April, are you okay? You ready?
Yep.
You want me to go get them all in here so they're ready to go out?
I just opened the doors and then...
Come on! Come on!
We're releasing the horde.
Come on! Be free! Go eat green! Go on! It's not a trick. Come on. It's shocking. Penny's the first.
Tootsie was.
Oh, yeah. She's the one. How bad.
Releasing the horde. Where is Betty White and Delilah?
Come on.
Come on, Betty White. Oh, Betty White, you've been headbutting. Get that gnarly thing off of there. Look at this, man. They are loving life now. Good stuff. It's good stuff. I don't have to mow it for you. Look out, Woods. You're getting cleaned up. Here comes Shortbread. I don't think she's ever been loose in her entire life, so. You guys can go someplace else. You don't have to climb all over my junk pile. Good Lord. Hi, girl. All right, there you go.
See you in a few hours. Oh, boy.
Those briars are going to take a hit.
Stay away from Oreo.
Yeah, right? He's lethal. Burn ya. It would have been nice to have concrete, but this is a budget fence. Have to go around again and retamp them now that everything's done. Complete mud. Here. Look at that. Hot damn. Here is the new addition to the farm. We're going to call her Elvira. She is a full-blooded bower. Yeah, she's very vocal. Yeah, you're going to give us baby meat goats, aren't you? Yes, you look small. Which reminds me of our Lucky that broke her neck, except much darker. So, and then over here, we traded her for Stella or somebody. I don't know, whatever, the biggest Alpine doe we had. So she left the farm. So we didn't gain anything. Well, we gained a mom, a meat breeder. So obviously she can't come out here because she has a new home. But the poor thing was, it was a freaking bullying session while they were in there with her. So hopefully everything's good. Hi, Peaches. What's up, girl? Then the other thing that we got, I'll take you over here. All right, so here's the other addition right there. We got a guinea. So our friend Diana, who brought Elvira, brought, I forget her name, Grace or something she calls her. She's pretty tame. Obviously she's freaking out because she doesn't know what's going on. They did a couple wings, so she's not going to be able to fly away. I'd like to have a couple of these that we could just let out, but I don't know. We'll see. Kind of hard to come by at this point, around here anyway. All right. Well, it's all done, except for pulling a string, marking, and cutting all the posts off. The gate, I was going to do the old cowboy gate where you put a wire at the bottom, wire at the top, stick it in. I don't think that'd work with this type of fence. That probably works with like barbed wire or high tensile wire or something. I don't think it'd work with this. So I just did this. You can just pull it off. I don't think the goats can, screw with this and pull it off. Maybe they can. I don't know. But yeah. So, all right. Well, that is done. Now the wife's got to get here and plant all this stuff. She's got all these plants and she has a whole bunch of seeds to plant. But that's how you build. So I have less than $50 in that thing. Yeah, less than $50. Obviously the posts, I just cut trees or firewood poles, skinned them all by hand. The motor oil I put on the bottom, it's completely used. It was just a waste product. The fencing, it's free. That was, the Game Commission was throwing that out. Great PA Game Commission. The 2x4s, I really would have liked to have cut like, standard poles so it would look a lot nicer. But number one, time, and number two, I don't have like stuff to go through those poles. That would have cost me, I don't even know what to get a spike to go through some of these posts. So I'm saying $50 in diesel and gas for the sawmill, gas for the chainsaws, diesel for the drilling the holes. I probably don't even have $50 in that. So I think that's a pretty good deal. All right, there she is, all cut off, and I oiled the tops. So I just pulled a string this way, and then whatever was short didn't get cut. Same with down through there. Looked pretty good though, for as rocky as it is and how the auger was moving around. So then Carrie got tomatoes put in. I think those are radishes or something, or beets maybe. Down there's a whole bunch of cabbage. I don't think there's anything in that bed. She still has some like mint and some other stuff right here. I don't know what that is, but yeah, the goats have been circling around. They can't get in, so that's all that matters. So all right guys, well thanks for watching, and this is how you build a fence for basically nothing. So all right, thanks for watching. We'll catch you on the next one.